First, you know, you're attracted to how it looks, and then, wow, smells good. And of course, you touch it somewhere in between. Either you touch it first, because it's come in the package, or it's outside, you grab and touch it and you smell it, or you smell it and then you touch it. So anyway, how it touch, how it feels, how sticky it is, and when you smoke it, how it tastes and how it makes you feel. Yes, these 5 things when you can say something is, how something is. Yeah, man, it's good taste, no?
Good smell too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is what I was gonna say. The taste, you know, the taste of the weed when you smoke it, it's usually fucked up, man. Tastes like shit.
Yeah.
People don't like that taste.
It actually tastes like sometimes the way that horse shit smells. Like what?
Well, actually, that's the best kind of, you know, fertilizer, horse shit. Well, you mix it with the soil and leave it like, I don't know, man, 1 year or half a year.
Yeah, man. I used to live next to a big pile of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I lived in a yurt, you know, with my ex-girlfriend. It was on a farm, and this guy on his farm, he was collecting horse shit.
Oh, shit.
Sell it.
Yeah.
But this was a pile of shit, man. It was like
stinking like, wow.
big, man. A couple of stories.
Wow, crazy,
Yeah,
man. How did they pile it up like that? I don't think if that has...
Like a machine, you know, and he just rides on it. Yeah, and one time the shit started to burn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it gets very hot inside.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it
Shit got on fire.
Shit got on fire, man. The whole stack was burning and it was on fire.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and so he lost a lot of that because a
lot of profit, man. He was selling the horse shit, right?
He was selling it as fertilizer.
Fuck,
Yeah.
Man. So yeah, man, the taste from the weed is like horse shit, as we said, but there is 2 kind of bad flavor in the weed. When you smoke it, the first one is right on your tongue, you know. When you smoke it, you have a bad flavor on your tongue normally. It's a bit bitter, and that's the chlorophyll. So with this one, you don't have that shit, bro. Look, I have this weed here. I found it in the coffee jar when I put it for over, I don't know, man, at least 3 or 4 years.
No way.
It was in the fucking, it was a big, nice, chunky, but now it's crushed because it's so dry. But you can see the color. This one is green. Even the gelato. Where's the gelato? Yeah. Oh, we have outside gelato here. It's a greenish, you see?
Yeah.
Because of the way it's dried, it was in the dark. This one.
Yeah.
So there's no chlorophyll in it. Chlorophyll is the green stuff, right? There is none here.
Chlorophyll is
the green. It's the color of green. It's the pigment.
Really?
It's called chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll.
Yeah, man. It's called chlorophyll. And there is no chlorophyll in that one. And this bitter flavor from the beginning, this is the chlorophyll. That one doesn't have it because it's dry in the dark. And the second one, flavor you get is when you exhale it. You get it at the top of your throat, somewhere between your nose and your throat. The top part of your mouth, that's the exhale flavor, which is because of the chemicals of the fertilizers, whatever is natural or chemical, is inside. The last couple of weeks of growing, the grower should always put water, extra amount of water and nothing in it. So they wash away all the chemicals, and therefore when it comes out, it has a good flavor in your throat. And the inside going, yeah, bro. If you do these 2, your weed is fucking nice. You know, the producers need to know.
I don't think I did it with that one. I don't think I did that. With this, I didn't do it.
Shit, man, this is like a carnivore diet looks like. All my vegetarian and vegan friends, this is a new vegan food, man. And because this guy who is in the pan now, he was a vegan.
So you eat vegan?
Yeah, man, I eat vegan.
I see it, yeah.
I eat vegan only. So if there are meat eaters, they don't taste good. That's why I don't eat them. Carnivore diet, baby. Crazy, man. Looks savage. The other day I was eating a head with a friend of mine. We cooked the head. You know, you were there one
The
time,
sheep.
right? The sheep, yeah, the sheep's head. And we eat it, finished it. I was like looking at all the bones, you know, from the jaw and everything. I was like, oh shit, man. We are like such
Savages.
horrible savages. Yeah, man. That's the best way to do it. Put it.
It's actually really nice, man.
This is the gelato.
Yeah.
Bombalena de gelato.
And I don't think I put that much in it, to be honest. You can taste it really well.
Dude, the ingoing taste is good.
beautiful,
It's
man.
like you're smelling
Good stuff.
flowers. And outgoing at the top
Nice,
of
it's still nice.
So
man.
good,
Yeah,
man.
I see what you mean. I see what
It's
you
two-
mean. The outgoing.
Two
yeah,
flowers,
man.
ingoing and outgoing is both
Still
taste
enjoying
good,
this
man.
shit.
Yeah.
Good stuff, gelato. Where did you get it from?
Oh, from a friend, bro. Yeah, always good stuff comes from friends.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Everything comes
Friends
from
are good. Good to have friends.
Yeah, right. I receive a lot of comments on my video with the opio on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
People
yeah.
ask me, oh, where to get it, man? Where to get opio? I'm like, from friends, bro. Of course. From where? From whom? Only a friend. And there is no bad friends. You know, there are bad stuff people do.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
sometimes they blame their friends, you know, especially their parents when they are younger. The younger, my parents used to say, oh, these friends are not, this is no bad friends, you know, this is not good. Hey, there's a hip hop song. It says there are no bad friends. There are good friends for doing bad things.
I like that. It's like people, right? I
Yeah,
believe
right.
people is like that.
I
It's
mean,
just good people doing bad
That's
things.
that's shit with everything, bro. You like you cannot say something is good or bad. You know, like for example, knife. Knife is good or is bad.
True. Yeah, and who decides good or bad?
It depends. You know, if you are
there's
if
no
you are
not a
the,
God that decides good or bad.
bro, if you use a
Man.
knife to prepare your food, knife is good.
Yeah, true.
But if somebody
If
is
it's
using
a-
a
it's a
knife
person-
to, you know, turn you into food, that's not good.
It's
you
not
know?
so good. No. For you, it's not good.
Yeah,
but
of
maybe in
course.
the scheme of everything, it doesn't matter.
Mm. Mm.
Who knows?
There is no good and bad.
Yeah,
right?
that's yeah. But still,
Yeah, it's
good
always
and bad for
for
us.
you.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's always depends on which state you are. For example, something is not good for you now might be good for you in 10 years.
Yeah, and also
When you're a
very
kid.
bad. Absolutely. I mean, this is how we grow, right?
Mm-hmm.
We go through shit. We go through bad things.
Yeah,
We-
bro.
you
This
know,
gives us
bad times. Yeah, I had bad times,
Exactly,
man.
man.
And I came out
That's-
of it like better.
You grow
So,
out of it. You know,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
like
yeah.
conversation I had with Mikey earlier today. He's like, hey dude, you know, this shit happens, suffering and make you learn something. And he put it so nice, just the way you said, you grow out of it.
Yeah.
You know? This is the
Yeah,
whole
true,
thing, man, to
yeah.
grow. Many
Yeah.
many of us are kids, bro. We just grow the body and the mind and the emotion, still kid. Needs to mature. Mm.
Yeah, and that's what does happen when
The
you
pain,
go through
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, you go through shit, the suffering
Makes you
makes you
different person.
grow. Yeah. All these people who like seem to be assholes or whatever, they are like, oh, I've been looking aggressive into their own world. If you talk to them, they're like, oh yeah, well, what you want?
Yeah.
You know, they are still friendly
Yeah,
and open.
yeah.
But then when they are into their own vibe and music, they are like
Looks intimidating almost. man.
Yeah, right?
Like
Yeah.
big guys, like.
Yeah, first time actually, and the only time I took ecstasy in party, I felt the same. I was with some friends, and then I went to the dance floor. I went on, and then I come back. I look at them. My first impression was like they are having fight with someone, bro. I look at the guy's face, and the other ones were both like this. And the moment they see me and stuff like that, I said, "What's up?" I said, "Hey, everything is good." You know, it's like, dude, man, you look like a fucking zombie, man.
He was
Like
like
you were
in
about
it.
to attack someone, you know, to chew their throat or something. I said, "No,
Yeah, yeah.
man." I was like partying. I was like, "Dude, like a bit." I think probably I'm the same, you know. Like when I see him and I notice, I remember, like, oh, there was some time I was like really trying. But with acid, I think is very different, you know.
Yeah, but I know this, man. Sometimes you feel like at some point this animal comes out, you know, and then you become like wild and like, what?
Well, you have that on acid as well.
Yeah.
But I think
yeah.
you are more. If you have that on acid, you are fucking social as well.
Yeah.
Because if you're on acid, if you don't have that animal where like you're like in somewhere either crying or running out or just or just trying to sitting somewhere trying to shit in the toilet or like outside like this as much as inside yourself. When you pass that state, then you're like, oh yeah, fucking chimps, Very expressive, very could be very furiously angry as well, man, because it's all emotion. I had experience, and
that you became very angry.
Or I've seen someone who was very angry. Yeah, with the guy,
Yeah.
The situation, man.
He just flipped like.
Yeah, man. He is turned to homicidal, like fucked up, man. Also, shit happens. So I see sometimes people having bad trip. They freak out. Basically, I think they're afraid or something.
Or there is some shit in them that maybe is pulled out.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, isn't that what most psychedelic does?
They reveal you.
Yeah. So I mean, it is made, but like this is definitely how the mushroom also works, and ayahuasca. It brings out.
And ayahuasca are very similar, bro.
I feel I
haven't done ayahuasca, but I did lots of DMT and changa, and of course a lot of mushrooms, and a lot more of acid. Acid is different. With mushroom and DMT is more similar. Even the molecule looks more similar with the DMT and mushroom, psilocybin. But with LSD, it also looks the same, but it has something extra to it, And my last mushroom experience, well, besides today, the truffles, last time I was in the Hive Festival, and I met this guy. He has a chai shop. He just opened a chai shop. I'm like, hey, I make the best chai shop. Let me try. He said, oh yeah, you make the best chai shop? Try and tell me what I have to change. I was like, okay, very nice and open. So, and later he gave me some mushrooms, bro. He opened the jar. He said, hey, I have some mushrooms for you here. In my hand. It's like he filled up my hand, It's like these tiny black mushrooms, so small. They were so small, man, super tiny. And they're dry as well. So he put my hand, it's like,
like a match.
Yeah, man, just a burn match. Exactly, like a burn match with a bigger cap. So the cap was maybe as much as my fingernail or something like that, a little bit. And then, dude, he put them here, and then I put everything in my mouth. I was like, dude, the guy's eyes was like round. I said, dude, it's a bit too much, man. It's a lot. It's like, okay, man, it would be a nice breakfast. I was having the chai from his shop as well. I chewed, and then I drink the chai as well. I went about, I fucking forgot the shit, man. Like I took this. I was walking around at some point coming close to the high-tech floor, and I thought, high-tech is so fucking fast, and I'm like, oh my god, man, something's happening inside me. What's happening? I forgot that I took the fucking mushrooms. I feel like the DMT, oh shit, man. But every time I smoke DMT, I feel some kind of vibration.
Oh.
This is like
wow,
the
like
beginning for me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there is.
I know this too.
Yeah, bro. It's like
trip.
vibration.
I don't know
it's
where,
like
but
twisting kind of vibration. Yeah, and another thing I experience is like I'm feeling like I'm falling down.
Wow.
In my stomach, the sensation. I'm
really?
feeling like, yeah, man,
wow.
I'm feeling like I'm falling down. I think every time I smoke DMT, it's the same. But yeah, man, I'm on the mushrooms, but I feel this DMT thing, and I'm like, fuck, man, I didn't smoke no DMT. I checked my joints. I was like, oh, I rolled it myself, man. There's no DMT. Well, what the fuck do I feel like this? I said, oh, this is a nice place to lay down. I lay down in the shade, close my eyes. This is not a sound. This is some kind of vibrations that comes from when I smoke DMT. It's the same, and then it's like the doors being opened, bro. Some colorful world inside, and this realms is so similar to the psychedelic, to the DMT realm. Like everything is colorful and everything is so lucid, like the ocean of colorful patterns, which is constantly changing. I was like there. I was like, fuck, man, this is the DMT. But hey, wait a second, man. I took the fucking mushrooms from the forest, and suddenly my vision, everything changed into like at the same time, changed in, I don't know, bro, so crazy.
So the trip changed?
No,
When
the
you
trip,
realized?
the trip didn't change, but the visuals changed. It was like the mushrooms told me, it's like this,
got
and I
you.
was like, got you, motherfucker. I was like, you're thinking. It was so crazy, bro. That was like crazy, man. I was like, wow. It stayed for a while, and then slowly wash away. I was like, wow, man.
You took a lot. Because it sounds like...
Dude, it was not much, man. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it was.
But was it 5 grams?
I think so now, because normally the mushrooms are like bigger,
Yeah.
and these ones are so small. So if you crush a big mushroom, it's almost nothing, man. When it's dry. So these ones maybe 5 grams or something. Yeah, I think so. I didn't scale it, but the guy told me he knows from which forest they come. And first I thought he picked them himself. At some point, actually, at the beginning, I feel ashamed to say this, I was like, oh man, this fucking guy, maybe he gave me some poison mushrooms.
Your head, right? Always.
Yeah, my head was like, oh fuck, man, maybe the
Because
guy...
what did you say about his chai? Did you say like it was...
It was okay. It was good. No, it was okay.
Because
but after
maybe
I was
he
there,
was
it
like
was
this
better.
motherfucker, man, I will teach him a lesson. I got some bad mushrooms.